on. So I'll play this video and get your thoughts on this.
Pocket, all you got to do is mess with his kids. And to see how it has to affect you, I just wish people would think before they speak, because it's not just me that they affect. So when someone like a funky Master Flex starts talking about your moms, it starts to make me want to react a little different. But I have to do the right thing. But I would tread lightly when you start to deal with the things that people love the most for no reason. I don't think anything's worth trying to prove that kind of point, hurting this beautiful, pure spirit that doesn't deserve that, because she loves me and her mother more than anything, and she shouldn't have to hear things like that. I just want to say that for Funk Master Flex, or the people that you work for, your masters, I'm holding you accountable. So the CEO or whoever's running things at Hot 97 better holler at me, because look who you hurting. And now look how much and how far you're going to prove a stupid point. You're not going to hurt my child for ratings. Y'all need to see what y'all do and who y'all hurt when y'all say things, and look at the collateral damage it causes.
Yeah, and I could definitely, agree 100%. Like I said, I've seen this a lot, particularly, on YouTube or with the social media things, that people go that extra, go at your family and stuff like that. First, it's a coward move, but they don't think they're ever going to run into you and whatnot. So if you can't really get them physically, you got to send a man at them. In a situation like this, it's, okay, it's one thing to say something about Dame and go at him, but now when you put his family in it, you now, move to a whole nother level where it's like, I got to take action against this, because it's like, you can try to tear me down and hurt me all you want, but bringing my family into this some bitch shit. And it kind of shows you, though, it shows you that Dame Dash is right. It shows you that it's, some type of an agenda, people coming out of the woodworks to try to discredit this man. Maybe he may not have a perfect past. I'll give it to him. None of us have. He may have done some things that he may regret, but his fundamental message is right on, dead balls, accurate. For them dudes to be, coming at my man like that, I think it's corny, man. I think it's real corny. And it just shows, again, that slave master dynamic that's still very prevalent in the United States. A lot of us are still dealing with that.
Let me tell you why Dame Dash isn't a victim in this situation. Let me tell you why he's not being bullied. Let me tell you why he's a genius, straight genius. Because I guarantee you, them book sales done been up since this whole shit that went down. I guarantee you Dusko's been inquired to more. I guarantee you Rachel Roy's been looked into. I'm guaranteeing Dame Dash's name is just being looked into more, and each one of his brands are making more money.
But do you think that, but not to cut you off, do you think that's, do you think that he wants it in that negative light, even though you make, all right, say you make money, you make some money, but people now attacking your family. Is it worth it?
I don't think that the move in regards to Flex going at his family is a sucker move.
Right.
And I think he's handling that in the way that he needs to handle that. He's going to take his pockets, and I don't think Flex will go at his family anymore. But the fact that you have other media outlets and other sources seeking Dame's name, whether that to be seeking spotlight because of the fact that his name is hot. You see all these outlets now. Dame Dash stormed off the red carpet. Dame Dash is mad here. Dame Dash is mad here. And then we see Dame Dash kind of talk about and have conversation about each and every one of these things, monetizing the content while producing his brand. And now everybody's searching with him. Dare I say, this was a great play in Dame Dash's behalf. Like I said, he didn't know that a man would turn into a woman and start involving a family. I don't even know if a woman would do anything dishonorable like involved.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I get it. They helping. It's definitely even they even spoke on, which we already knew when Leo Cohen, had, came at Dame Dash and tried to discredit him, and it didn't do nothing but make him more money. The more that these people, continue, to call him out and put him in headlines, of course, is going to equate, to money. But this is a sad situation going on, with Hot 97. We have been very critical, of some of the stunts that they have been pulling, as of late. And, again, man, to go after somebody's family, I just can't condone that in any way. But I don't think that it's going to really escalate. I think that, not to say that Dame Dash is bluffing, but he's just, kind of telling you, just fall back off my family, dog, before I have to really, take it there, because some people do spend a lot of time in court. Look at 50 Cent.
Yeah, and they had no problem being in court. And Dame Dash is the same dude. He ain't got no problem sitting in court, tying your ass up for as long as he has to. And we've talked about it. Like you said, we've been critical of Hot 97, and they deserve it. First off, they have no attachment, and they have no clear view of what the youth and what the young are looking for. They got Stone Age people behind the scenes making all the decisions and pushing all the buttons, and now they have this dude in here spreading such negativity for the culture. Now, we've been on this podcast prior to the last couple of months and all this shit going down, praising Flex and his musical influence, talking about
Definitely
not putting respect on your rapper saying they're the best without writing their bars and being the real, artists behind their craft. We've seen him do things, but then when you really look at the spectrum of things, he's been doing that since we were riding the school bus, listening to Hot 97, going to high school.
Yeah.
And now that we're entrepreneurs and you see this 10-year challenge shit going on, we see people throwing their pictures up. It's like, okay, you throwing your pictures up, but if you're doing the same thing you were 10 years ago, what the fuck is really going on?
Great point.
What are you doing?
Sam, man, this is kind of switch it off. Leave it there. What do you think about, I sent you the link last night, Star, Star Buckwild show, the infamous, radio personality that will start off with Hot 97, had to going back and forth, and we all know, the history between these two. What do you think about him? Yesterday, pretty much doing a little show, trying to bring up some old things from Dame Dash's, alleged things from Dame Dash's past, almost kind of to smear the man, talking about he had a couple, alleged sexual harassment cases that was kind of whatever. What do you think about that whole attack on him from that angle? Because they did, Dame Dash and Kenyatta did, address Star as well. Yeah,
I didn't watch that one. I am a fan of Star to a certain degree. He's entertaining to me in a certain degree. But when you look at the grand scheme of things, I mean, it's like, damn, what you could have been and where you at. And I don't mean to be critical, because I'm sure then will be the next one. But when we look at it and we look at his targets are usually people that are trending and hot right now. And what's that doing? Ultimately, that's gaining you what? Numbers. So this is a numbers game to him. And he's very good at bringing up negative attention and drawing light to that negative attention and clowning on that negative attention and getting people in the same frame of mind, that negative frame of mind, to respond to that. And he plays that position very, very well. What is it getting him, though? And I don't know if he wants anything. That may just be his lane. Cool. But what is it getting him? Right. So to a Dame Dash, it surprised me that he even responded and he saw that.
Yeah.
And what happened to code? See, when I was brought up, it was you go ahead at men at all costs. Man to man, you do your thing. But we leave women and children out of it. And far too often we see people on the internet throwing people's mamas out there, throwing people's wives out there, throwing people's kids out there. It's the corniest, gutless, most wackest thing you can do. And for the fact that you go that route to seek attention, there's only two ways to go about that. You either have to physically go at him and let him know what's good. I'm going to protect my family as a man and handle my business. That's just as a man, the first way of thinking. I'm about to go put hands on this dude. Or I'm a businessman. I'm sitting in a situation where I could potentially take away millions and millions of dollars, not only from my pocket, but my children's pockets, opportunities, etc. If I go and act out in an irrational way, the original way I want to act, which is to knock this dude's teeth out. So let me not do that. Let me go the legal route. Let me snatch his pockets. Let me snatch this pocket, that pocket, that pocket. That's the mind of a businessman. Now, the 25-year-old Dame, I thought that was corny and a sucker move too, to take him to court. 49-year-old business Dame, you got to protect your family. And there's really only one or two ways to do that. If he's not going to put hands on them, that's the only way.
You have to take the leap of faith to step out there and trust the fact that these people, us brothers, myself, oh God, Darren, Kansu, have lived this journey, have been through these experiences, have been through these trials, have learned and have gained success through the formula that we want and wish to provide for you.